Hello YouTube, I'm David Frankel.
I'm Duncan Friedberg.
And behind us is the Ordsall Chord. So we're here at Victoria, got about 20 minutes. Let's buy our ticket. So I've got my ticket and also this special one-way only ticket that they sold us for £5. It's a complete con, but you know what? I'm sure in 10 years' time I'll be glad I got this now, even though it's just £5 for a one-way only ticket. Anyway, there's our train, the 0840 to Manchester Oxford Road. We can get to Manchester Oxford Road from here. The Ordsall Chord is a short railway curve which allows trains to travel directly between Manchester Victoria and Manchester Piccadilly stations, including a viaduct over Trinity Way and a bridge over the River Irwell. The project was delayed by over a year due to a court case regarding the line's route, which involves cutting across the original approach to the former Liverpool Road station, now part of the Museum of Science and Industry, which is the oldest intact railway station in the world. From May 2018, Transpennine Express will divert its Manchester Airport to Middlesbrough and Newcastle services over the Chord and through Victoria, instead of having trains reverse at Piccadilly, freeing up some platform space in the main terminus section. Northern's new Bradford to Manchester Airport service, which will launch in May 2018 and will later be part of the Northern Connect network, will also be routed via the Chord. Right now, however, the only service to use the Chord will be a token extension of the Leeds to Bradford service through to Manchester Oxford Road. This service is unusual in that it is more frequent on a Sunday, hourly, as opposed to every 2 hours on weekdays. The first train to cross the Chord this morning was the 0840 Northern service from Victoria to Oxford Road, and, of course, we were on it. 0840 to Manchester Oxford Road, and it's a pair of sprinters. No? Yes, it's a sprinter on the front and something on the back. And a 158 on the back. I think you know which side we're going to be riding on. There we go. Ah, the pleasant interior of a 158.
Gentlemen, welcome aboard. At arrival here at Manchester Oxford Road for the first service out of Manchester Victoria. Just to advise passengers, this will be the first service doing the return journey through to Manchester Victoria from Oxford Road. I'd like to thank people for joining us today on this memorable train. Now arrived at Manchester Oxford Road.
Second public train ever over the Piccadilly Chord, I mean the Ordsall Chord. There we go.
Wow. Wait for the light.
Stevenson's Viaduct, which was preserved, i.e. cut in half.
And this other viaduct just here that was also cut in.
Yeah, no. Well, that was the Ordsall Chord. We're now back at Manchester Victoria, the really nice half of Victoria, that is. So that train now carries on to Leeds via Bradford, although they've made it wait here at Victoria for about 10 minutes. Yay! It is a tokenistic service, really, because they installed this chord, but nobody's actually ready to use it yet, so they've just extended one service to technically use it.
The Ordsall Chord has taken 2 years to build.
But now that it's been built, all of Manchester's rail capacity problems have been solved, right?
Wrong.
You see, here's the problem with the Ordsall Chord. We're at platforms 13 and 14 at Manchester Piccadilly, two of the most congested platforms in the UK outside of London. The Ordsall Chord will actually mean there are more trains coming through these platforms, and the platforms are already struggling to cope. Here's why. At peak times on a weekday, these two platforms can have as many as 10 trains per hour, either passing through in each direction or starting and terminating here. Unlike on a rapid transit system, the trains that stop at these platforms tend to have longer dwell times, taking a minimum of 2 minutes. Those which have their food trolleys loaded or unloaded take longer. The worst offenders are Arriva Trains Wales terminating trains from North Wales, either terminating at platform 13 going out into the siding and coming back, or using platform 13B as a turnaround. These trains hold up the platform for at least 6 minutes on a good day, often more. Particularly at peak times, congestion on this section often leads to the build-up of delays of 10 plus minutes or outright cancellations. With the Ordsall Chord, there would be even more trains through this section. Admittedly, the Liverpool Lime Street to Scarborough service, which currently runs via Piccadilly, will be moved away to Victoria, meaning that we start off with one less hourly service. On the other hand, TransPennine Express will route its hourly Manchester Airport to Middlesbrough and soon to be hourly Manchester Airport to Newcastle services via the platforms to reach the Chord. Plus Northern's hourly Bradford to Airport services, that's a net gain of 2 hourly services, plus any frequency increases of existing services under the new franchise. There simply isn't enough space. So, what can we do? So when the Ordsall Chord was originally planned as part of the Northern Hub, one of the projects that was supposed to be built alongside it was an extension to this through section between Manchester Piccadilly and Manchester Oxford Road, which would have included the construction of 2 new platforms, platforms 15 and 16. The plan would have seen 2 new platforms constructed southwest of the existing station, with quadrupling of the line all the way to Manchester Oxford Road. At Oxford Road, the existing 4 platforms would be lengthened, the Bay Platform 5 would have been removed, and a new footbridge would have been installed, allowing disabled access to Platform 1, which is currently shamefully inaccessible to wheelchair users. The section onto Deansgate would have remained double track, but this is less of a problem as most trains do not stop at Deansgate, so the through capacity is bigger. But the government funding has never materialised, and yet newspapers happily report that the Ordsall Chord will increase capacity, when it won't.
But even so, it creates amazing connections in Manchester and is an amazing piece of engineering.
Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Our introductory story is of course that the Class 800 has now entered service on Great Western Railway. While Virgin call their 800s Azumas, people aren't really sure what to call Great Western's units. Many mistakenly call them IEPs, which is silly because IEP is the programme under which they are introduced. Hitachi knows them as AT300s or SET Super Express trains, so take your pick. The introduction of these units was followed by their immediate withdrawal due to major technical issues, such as leaking air conditioning. Oh dear. Right, GCSE's all over. I'm free! Wait, what's that? Oh shit.